Welcome to Squeeze 7. Let's get up to speed on the many amazing things Squeeze can do for you. While we couldn't possibly show you all the great ways to use Squeeze 7, we'd like to show you how to get started saving time and effort with this great production tool. When starting Squeeze for the first time, you'll immediately notice the welcome screen. The welcome screen includes video tutorials and links to helpful tips and tools like the Exchange to get you working faster and smarter. If you don't want to see this welcome screen when you start Squeeze, you can click it on and off here. Don't worry though, if you want it back in the future, you can turn it back on in the preferences. While we're here, I would like to show you something special. In the very last tab in the preferences pane is called GPU. Let's click on that. Here we can see the CUDA cards I have enabled on my machine. Squeeze 7 features GPU accelerated encoding for H.264 using NVIDIA CUDA technology. Setting it up is easy. Once you have a compatible CUDA card installed, just make sure your video drivers are up to date, and Squeeze will automatically configure your card for use. Here you can also set default preferences like output location and default filters. You can also adjust your simultaneous encoding preferences, up to 1.5 per core. What are some of the other advanced features you might like? Well, Squeeze 7 now comes with adaptive encoding. With adaptive encoding, you can create a file that automatically adjusts the quality based on your audience's internet connection. Adaptive encoding presets are available right now to start taking advantage of this great new tool. Let's step back a bit and take a look at the user interface. If you have used Squeeze before, then it all looks familiar. If not, then I'll do a brief breakdown. These are the modules. The top left panel is the input. Below that are the presets, filters, publishing destinations, and notifications. On the right are the preview and job modules. Here, let me show you how to bring a video in by clicking on the input button or by dragging and dropping into the job module. You can also import directly from your DV camera via FireWire or automate your workflow with a watch folder, but we will cover those in depth in another video. Doing that creates a job and a source with source settings under the settings column. If you have default filters set, they will show up under Job and under Source Settings to show you that all the sources in this job will have that filter applied and that it is currently applied to that source. Now you just need to choose a preset. To find a preset you want, you can choose to sort by broadcast presets, devices, disks, editing or transcoding, your favorites, web, or all the formats available. Or just type it into the search box. Pick one and click Apply or drag and drop that preset onto the job module. If you have the job highlighted while applying it, it will apply that preset to all the sources in that job. If you have the source highlighted, it will apply to just that source. The same is true for filters, publishing, and notifications. To the right of the settings column are the destination and progress. Right-clicking on Default here will change the output destination. Like adding presets or filters, you can change the job destination or individual sources by clicking in the appropriate place. Clicking these arrows will let you explore what settings you've applied. As you can see, the preset I applied already has filter settings as well as publishing settings. Double-click on the preset on the job window to create the settings for that job, or on the preset in the preset window to make permanent changes. If you highlight the source, you will see in the preview window above. If you have a filter applied, you can see its effect here in the split screen. The slider lets you adjust the split A for after and B for before. You can also set a custom crop, move the preview around, check the color, or detach the module for a better look. Below the preview window is the timeline. Here you can scrub through the video and set in and out points as well as markers for generating thumbnails or creating chapters. This preset already has filters and publish settings, but you can add more by simply dragging and dropping. Also, don't forget to add notifications. Notify yourself or others when a job is done. More information on publishing and notifications can be found in the other training videos. When you're done setting up your job, just click Squeeze it. It's that easy.